Dumelang Shapere! It's me! Afrikaans can be fun, it can be easy, it can be fast. It can be fast. Dumelang Shapere! Welcome back to Clapback Studies RSA. Yeah. This is the place to be. I am Kuklana Siluane Maota, your leader, your study coach. Yeah. So I'm happy that you guys were able to return. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping on me? You need these tips. So make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends. They need to learn how to, get leveled up, My first tip for you guys is start binging. Okay, I know you're probably like, I'm a bad influence because I'm motivating you to watch TV. But no, literally, watch TV. That's what you need to do. You need to watch Afrikaans shows and Afrikaans movies. I know on DSTV, on the channel Net, I think it's 145, you'll find many Afrikaans shows, Afrikaans movies, that are good quality that you can use to learn Afrikaans. Like, you really need to watch those series. Like, I know I personally love Arensvlei. Oh, Arensvlei is the best show ever. Liefde en leed en Arensvlei. Hey! I love that show because it's so awesome. It involves young characters. It addresses so many issues young people go through, It's such an awesome show, and I think you would also love it. But of course, we have different tastes, so you can try whatever you want. But really, learning through watching TV, it really helps. You think it might not be proven? Well, it really is through somebody that many of you might know, which is Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool manager. He confessed to BBC Radio that he used this TV show Friends to learn English. He wasn't very fluent with English, but because he watched Friends and he watched many reruns of the show, he was able to gain vocabulary and gain pronunciation, So make sure that you are binging, you are chilling with some popcorns, the vibes. Yeah, that's the first tip. Let's move on to the second tip. Second tip for you guys is gonna be to study your rules. I know it's a bit of a bore, it's not that fun, you just wanna watch the TV show. No, you need to also know your rules, because if you don't know your rules, it's really gonna be tough for you to do well in the exams, My best recommendation for you is gonna be to study at least one grammar rule every single week at least, because maybe if in school you guys focus on one rule per week, maybe this week you guys learned about pronunciation. This week you guys learned about pronouns, and then the following week you guys move on to conjunctions, or maybe sometimes it takes your class 2 weeks to go through a certain topic, But what's important is that once you get to the end of that topic and your teacher says we're moving on to a new topic, pronouns, moving on to something else, you make sure that you study and you fully understand what you guys have went through, because it's really going to help, Don't just get things wrong and then leave them. No, if you've got something wrong on conjunctions, make sure that you rewrite the sentence, you understand it. That's how you actively study Afrikaans, not just memorizing that this conjunction does the no. Make sure that you are taking note, that you are doing the most, you know what I mean? So make sure that you study, make sure that you know your rules, because that's just the fundamental thing, Yeah. Moving on to the third tip. My third tip for you guys is gonna be music. listen to some music in Afrikaans, you know. There's so many artists out there in that do Afrikaans music. Even if you just search on YouTube Afrikaans music, you'll find so many playlists, you know. You'll find artists like Bobby van Jaarsveld, Early B, you know. You'll find Youngster CPT. You'll find so many people that sing or rap or whatever genre you into, but they do it in Afrikaans, you know. Because if you're listening to their pronunciation and you're listening to the context of their story in the music, you're able to actually learn so much about Afrikaans, you know. Do you know what I mean? But also make sure that you are actively learning and engaging with the songs that you listen to, you know what I mean? Fourth tip is gonna be also just as important, and that's gonna be read Afrikaans books. Okay, I know you're thinking like, come on, bruh, reading those books, ish. I know it's a struggle. It's a struggle to read Afrikaans, especially if you have like a grade 5 reading skills on Afrikaans. Like, I know a lot will be sweating, you know those students that literally sweat when the teacher's like, hey, read this passage. Hey, bruh, hey, reading is a struggle in Afrikaans. But let me tell you, if you read Afrikaans books, at least on a daily basis, you are going to do good. And it's simple. You just go on the internet, you search for an Afrikaans poem or a short Afrikaans story, you know, and you just literally read the story. One story or one page per day, you know what I mean? And you use it to identify vocabulary, grammar, and when you're reading more, you're able to actually evaluate where you struggle, you know. If you struggle with pronouncing big words, if you struggle with pronouncing, you know, all kinds of stuff, you identify your faults, you know, your missteps, you know. You're able to actually see that, oh, okay. And the best thing about reading beginner books is that you are on your own. You're reading it at your own pace. So you're able to absorb everything, context. You're able to absorb syntax on your own, you know what I mean? So make sure that you read a beginner book or read a poem that's for grade 3 or read, I don't know, maybe old comprehensions that you guys did before, you know. You can still reread that and still be able to gain so much from it, you know. I mean, reading is anyway important. Why are you not doing it in Afrikaans, you know? So yeah, the fifth tip for you guys is gonna be to go on to afrikaanspod101.com. It's a website, but they also have a YouTube channel as well. Now, what they also have, what is it? It's listening tests on their YouTube channel. I know, right? That is so cool. So basically they have levels. They have absolute beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you can decide where you are. So if you start, you're like absolute beginner, you start on lesson 1. All you do is you literally listen to what is being said, and that will help you practice your listening skills, because you're gonna need it in a listening test. You know, you literally just listen, and not that you can answer the question, you answer the questions for yourself, you know. No, you can't obviously submit your answers there, but the whole idea or objective is to listen to what they say, answer it how you think you're correct, answer the question that is being said, and if you're wrong, you know, it happens, you know what I mean? But yeah. Alrighty, thank you for getting to the end of this video. It was all about Afrikaans. I hope these tips have helped you. You've already jotted down as to what you're gonna do, what you're gonna implement. Hopefully you can implement all of them, and you can maybe give a testimony, you know, on the comment section later and be like, hey, this and this tip helped, you know. You never know, you know. We can be a community, you know. We can always help each other. Yeah. And also do make sure that you tell your friends tell their friends, you know, that need help with Afrikaans, that need help with anything and everything, you know, regarding to school, you know. And please do subscribe. Please do make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can know when I'm uploading and you can be the first ones here, you know what I mean? So yeah, stay tuned for the next ones. It's gonna be a vibe. We're gonna shoot so much more. Yeah.